how to. Careful which gods I bow to. Don't need no money, no fame, no fancy cars. I'm not about to let culture change my name. Stay true to my own game. And when I sleep at night, I know that all my goodness was not in vain. Hand out my love like flowers, authentic kindness powers. And if you need some extra, I'll be right there. I will give you hours.
He's moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving.
So that video is called The Movement, done by our next guest, 2022 Ohio District 2 Teacher of the Year from Washington Local Schools, Dr. Katie Peters. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You know, that video goes on to say we can't ignore what's true here. It's what we were born to do here. If you live to serve, then your eyes are clear.
You know the lyrics.
Okay. Nice, Amanda.
I can read.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know, Katie, serving is what you have done for at least the last 20 years, being a high school teacher.
I love it.
Yes.
I absolutely love it.
We can tell.
Teenagers are the greatest, most untapped demographic
God bless you.
on the planet. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. They're inspiring, they're compassionate, they're smart, they're critical thinkers, and they are ready and poised to change this world. So if you worry about the future, don't.
Oh, that's so
It's a
great.
good hand.
It's in wonderful hands.
So, Katie, it's wonderful because just looking at you overall, you take a totally different approach when it comes to reaching young people. What gave you the idea to, I guess in a sense, meet them where they are when it comes to social media, when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to using YouTube videos, just
TikToks,
to get their attention?
I think the biggest gift you can give someone is your attention. And so when I had students, I paid attention. And so when they are talking in class about a show that they liked, you know, I remember them really being into this one TV show, and I went home and I thought, I'm Googling, what is All American? what is the show? You know, and you watch a few episodes, and the next day when you come in, you can say, hey, I watched that. Tell me, does it get better from here? And it's just connections. At the end of the day, it's not just in the classroom, it's not just with students, it's with humanity, and we just need connections. And I think we are void of those connections a lot of the time, and it leads to a lot of the problems that we see.
Yeah.
And I love that you're using social media in a positive way, because I think it can get a bad rap, and you know, bad things happening on social media, bullying, things like that. But how about we make it fun and we make it positive, and we reach these kids and we really speak to them?
Absolutely. And that's where they are, right? I mean, if you want to reach them, they are already connecting and communicating and building connections with one another that way. And so if I can elbow my way in a little bit with a message of positivity and kindness and compassion that they're going to see, even by accident, I think that's a win. I think we just have to reprogram our views of social media and what it's used for.
Sure.
Absolutely. And what are you seeing when you're reaching out to these young people by means of TikTok? I don't know if you're using Snapchat or Instagram. How is that beneficial to really touching their hearts, despite maybe an older school approach to doing things?
Again, I think it's those connections, because kids I do not know will come up to me and say, hey, I saw your TikTok about, you know, toxic family members, and, you know, my dad and I don't get along. And all of a sudden we're having this conversation about something that this human might not have ever approached me about, but they feel like they know you through the social media. And I think it's really powerful, and I think it's strong. And I work for Washington Local Schools, and they have been absolutely wonderful about supporting that endeavor of connections and relationships.
Yeah, I love that. And you know, just having these conversations and being, as you mentioned, like humanity, like we're human and we have these things in common maybe. And now you've created a safe place for these kids to have these discussions with you.
Absolutely. And I think the more they're talking, the less they are internalizing and, you know, harboring feelings that they don't know what to do with. And so if a student were to come to me, or any you know, young person, and say, I feel this sort of way, it's my window to see, like, how are you doing? Do you need some extra resources, some extra help?
And it seems like you're taking an approach to talk about real topics outside of just what's going on in the classroom, things that these kids are dealing with at home as well. What inspired you to go that route?
Oh, absolutely. And the things they're dealing with outside of the classroom are really the things we're seeing in the classroom, right? So what they're battling at home is what they're bringing with them every day. And so I didn't want my students to ever feel like my love for them and my relationships with them were based on a 45-minute class period. They're not. I go to their weddings. I hold their babies.
Oh my gosh.
Two of my students asked me to marry them. I got licensed so that I can marry them, which was very cool. But I mean, those relationships, they carry you throughout your life, and I want them to know that I'm someone they can rely on.
Yeah. She's gonna teach us something this morning, Stephen.
We're TikTok.
Are you ready? We're yes.
TikTok. Is that
Yes.
Is that
That's
cool?
Okay,
cool
we
speak right
gotta
there?
stand up
TikTok.
here.
Yes, let's TikTok.
I did a little bit of homework, but I still think that this is gonna not be great for me. But I'm gonna try.
I think you start
Stephen, what do
every
you
day.
think?
You
So-
start every day with joy and laughter, and the
Yes.
day is poised to be great.
Okay, so what are we doing, Kate?
We're
All right,
moving this
so
morning,
we're gonna do a
right?
TikTok dance.
Okay.
And we're gonna.
This is what it looks like here,
Yes,
right?
so it's just a series of kicking, right? So we're gonna do 4, starting with the right, and then we're gonna do 4 on the left, right? And then we're gonna do 2 4 times, okay? And then we just do 4 singles. And then we do
This is where I get lost.
2 jumping
jacks
and a spin.
and this crisscross.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we
All right,
ready?
You think you can do it, Stephen?
The rhythm
I have heels
check.
on.
Here we
Stephen,
go.
you got this.
All right. We'll
Yes,
see.
if she can do it, I put my flats on
So
today on purpose.
do we have any music that goes with this?
I don't know if we can hear it or not,
We have
but
music? Okay.
yeah. Okay,
All
we'll,
right.
we'll,
gonna
we'll
try
let
it?
you count us in.
All right, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Open, close, and spin.
Boom.
Yay!
Good job, Amanda.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Beautiful.
Good effort,
beautiful,
Stephen.
beautiful. I tried. I
Wonderful.
tried.
Well, it gets people moving and it gets people laughing, as you
Yes.
said, and that's what we want to do here. We want to bring positivity
Yeah.
here.
How long did
And
you
fun.
practice that? Be honest.
I just, look,
No. How long did you practice, Amanda?
couple minutes. I may have had to watch it like several times.
That was impressive.
Well,
She did a great job.
I was
Thank
a
you
little
so
off the
much.
beat there at the end, but I can keep working on it, and we'll see what I come up with. Thank you so much
Thank you for having
for
me.
joining us this morning. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. So maybe you're on TikTok right now. Maybe we'll TikTok a little later. Well,
Stacey in Toledo.
here's to hoping you're having a really good day.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show. We'll be right
Practice a
back.
little bit more.
I'll practice.